For anybody watching on the replay, do you like my fancy stand to hold my picture? Hi, for anybody who's coming in, and we're just going to get started here. This is about 10 reasons or 10 ways that your weight may not be about food. I'm going to talk to you about something today called toxic stress. You may not have heard of toxic stress, and the pictures that we've got back here, the one on the left is me, 2006, pre-gastric bypass, and I topped out at a weight of 287.9. Toxic stress was the reason for that weight gain, and my weight had ballooned so much that I was put in a situation where gastric bypass was the only thing I could do to save my life. The picture over here, that's me, 2016, and I'm now a mind body wellness practitioner. This is Tammy Coyne, and I'm with the Doors of Wellness. And hi, that's me now. So I like to show up on video. I like to say I'm real, raw, and relatable. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. I guess I don't really need those right now. Again, this is about 10 possible reasons why your weight may have nothing to do with the food. If you didn't see my earlier pictures, you can catch those on the replay. Again, my name is Tammy Coyne. I am a mind-body wellness practitioner. I also have a master's degree in counseling. During some research that I found that there is something called toxic stress that affects some of us, and we may not even know that it's going on. And this, to give you a little bit of a background for this, this is usually something that is going to affect you if you are an adult who is struggling with weight, or you could be struggling with any number of things, but for this particular scope, specifically about weight, and you were a child who experienced trauma, abuse, or neglect. And now, some of the people that I attempt to reach and get this message out to, they may not realize that what they were dealing with as a child was traumatic. They may not realize that it was abusive. They may not realize it was neglectful, because it was just their regular life. Well, with the Doors of Wellness, we believe that emotions, or I believe that emotions, are at the root cause of the things that are keeping us sick and the things that are keeping us stuck. They keep us smoking, they keep us doing drugs, they keep us in weight issues, relationship issues, feelings of unworthiness. They could affect us having crazy, insane relationships. It affects us in all kinds of ways. But if you don't realize that these things are still holding on to you, you may not have any idea that this is causing you continual problems. So I put together, I didn't really put it together, this is actually an assessment of 10 things that will help you know if you have toxic stress. On Periscope, there's no real way to kind of warn you to get a notepad or a pencil or something like that. So for this exercise, it's really easy. You can actually just, count on your fingers if that's all you've got. I'm going to read these 10 things to you, and if any of these resonate with you, it's real possible that you are dealing with residual toxic stress as an adult that's just kind of hanging out in your body and could really be keeping you stuck. So, number one, if prior to becoming 18 years old, number one, did a parent or other adult in the household often or very often swear at you, insult you, put you down, or humiliate you, or otherwise act in a way that made you afraid that you might be physically hurt? If that's a yes, give yourself a 1. If it's a no, it's a 0. Number 2, did a parent or other adult in the household often or very often push, grab, slap, or throw something at you? or ever hit you hard, so hard that you had marks or were injured. Again, if it's a no, it's a 0. If it's a yes, it's a 1. It's not a real, challenging scale here. It's either 0 for no or 1 for yes. Number 3, did an adult or person of at least 5 years older than you ever touch or fondle you, or have you touch their body in a sexual way, or attempt or actually have oral, anal, or vaginal intercourse with you? If it's a no, it's a 0. Yes, it's a 1. Number 4, did you often or very often feel that no one in your family loved you or thought you were important or special, or your family didn't look out for each other, feel close to each other, or support each other? Again, 0 for no, yes for 1. Let's see, number 5. Did you often or very often feel that you didn't have enough to eat, had to wear dirty clothes, and had no one to protect you, or your parents were too drunk or high to take care of you or take you to the doctor if you needed it? 0 for no, 1 for yes. 6, were your parents ever separated or divorced? 0 no, 1 for yes. Number 7, was your mother or stepmother often or very often pushed, grabbed, slapped, or had something thrown at her? Or sometimes, often, or very often kicked, bitten, hit with a fist, or hit with something hard, or ever repeatedly hit over at least a few minutes, or threatened with a gun or knife? 0 for no, 1 for yes. 8, did you live with anyone who was a problem drinker or alcoholic or used street drugs? No for 0, yes for 1. Number 9, was a household member depressed or mentally ill, or did a household member attempt suicide?